As we wait for this to load up, I'll talk about. Oh, they're just flying off. Do that? What's that? I don't know. We'll make an opinion on that, but still getting what we need. And maybe that's a good thing. But the Frankies are trying to come back and get a little sneak again of some. And it's there for the buddies. Now, Frankie's already had 2 lots hanging around today, the naughties, getting in on the other birds' feeds. And I was just having a conversation with them. And hopefully it's just today. And if you let things go, doesn't mean it's always going to happen. Alright? Because sometimes you've got to have a conversation, do an action, then wait for a bit to see if anything happens. It takes time. It's very annoying. That's why teaching kids take a long time. And you've got to start young. As to get things really right, takes a long time. And the more time you have on it, the more right you'll end up getting in the end. And the more right you get at the end, the more less problems you have. And all the rest of the time you get it of connection. There's the Tilly. Hey. I've looked after one of you guys before, from little baby. Wah, 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 wah. Mummy had a problem. Oh, you can hear some noisy bandit. It's a new word I like to do lately. As I've talked about before, when it comes to noisy bandits, it comes in all sorts of forms. But what is it the form for you when you say them? They could be positive or negative. The bubbers. Yeah. What's a positive noisy bandit? Going to the drags, tractor pulls, wah, 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 wah. And they're out of town and they're not annoying houses. Positive noisy bandits for fun. What's a negative noisy bandit? Intimidation tactics, like they used to use in World Wars. They talked about extra loud noise to intimidate or annoy. Right? Turning up someone's house, wah, 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 doing things like that, and areas of people at a wedding place in a park. Yeah, negative, noisy bandits, and they know what they're doing. Then another way of that negative is too many of them with their noisy machines, and then they become negative together as they annoy together, just riding around. Oh, there goes those motorbikes. Oh, there goes that noisy car. Oh, there goes that truck. Oh, those things. Why they have collective noisy bandit, collective outcome in that negative area. And then collective noisy bandit and a positive outcome. We're going to go see the drags. Hey, let's go watch some at Orange, some burnouts and stuff like that. Be good to have those things in sheds that are filtered. See, what I'd agree with the way I am, everything can be done, right? And when it comes to burnouts and stuff like that, when I was a kid, I thought it was cool, didn't understand things properly, weren't in a certain area. But now I look back on certain things that I thought was all right, but not, right? And I go, well, when it comes to burnouts and burning tyres and stuff, that's all fun and good, and I understand that. Perhaps they need to be in a building. In that building, they should even have where they can look, right? An area where it's filtered with the air, so it's not bad for kids. So kids can go see it, and they get to hear it, maybe able to connect where it filters through the air. There's lots of ways of able to do things a lot better, not too costly, and balances out better, where no one can complain about things. So it'll make it last longer and stuff like that. Right? And people can burn out their tyres all they much they want and recycle them in other ways after that, or reuse them in a shed with a filter machine like painters do, and capture all that bad carbon like some other factories do. And so it's not bad to the environment. You do all that, what has the greenies got to say? Huh? That's called doing it right. Definitely when there's problems going around and you need to now do it right. It's not working that anymore, right? You get to a point where, it's just, we need to do it right now or not do it at all. And so that's the decisions we make. And a lot of people out there rather just get rid of things. But there's still a market there. Maybe get rid of it now, but later on, maybe people will pay that extra $10 on the ticket. So it was housed and filtered, right? Otherwise, don't have it. Have a whinge, as they would say. as you know, deep down in our house, that's what it's meant to be like. Right? And even make it better where you plant trees, and perhaps in the future it'll be an environment where perhaps we can have that outside every now and then and be a way of capturing things and not be as bad as we have plants and big trees, giant big tall trees too, that can capture it before the air flows off, kind of thing. The taller it is, the more they can filter as it goes up, right? Where we can have places out in the open like that and do a drag. There's another way, right? And nice and plenty of trees around, and not just that area, but the whole world doesn't have a spot where they're suffering. And so you can get to a point where if it's good, then we can have an area like that, and it keep the balance. That's what plants are. They absorb things, oxygen, air, and all that. Carbon monoxide, sorry, to create oxygen. Besides extra tyres that can make smoke and all that and not be polluting. There's another way. If you couldn't solve the polluting tyres. As we do use rubber, and rubber does pollute, right? No matter what colour and you add to it, rubber's rubber, right? That material. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Have a good one, everybody. And the birds are finishing up for the day. And I can go out there pretty soon. That's why I do things pretty late at certain times. If I don't get up early enough, I'll have time to do it earlier. When it gets to about the 3 o'clock mark, I've got to wait till about 6 o'clock, a few hours, to get things going out there without disturbing them. I can if I want to, if I need to, I do. But if I can work with them, I do too. So have a good one, and see you later.